Okay, hello and welcome to the final draft, well, that I'll be doing, of Curator's Cube for this season. We got 7 people in the queue. That's good. We like to have more people. The more people at table, the stronger the decks will be. And I currently have under my belt a strong kind of red-green ramp deck and a reasonable kind of um, Naya aggro deck with somewhat sketchy mana. And what I was going to say to myself going into this draft is that what I really want is either like a really focused blue red spells deck to fill up my roster. More of a straightforward white red aggro deck would be nice. Um, Going into like uh, black green or black red mid range or kind of black based control, kind of slower deck would be nice. Unfortunately, the strongest card in this pack I think is Merciless Shieldbreaker. Chronicle Extinction is good, and given that I have kind of two very similar red based decks, I might take Chronicle here, or even Malicious Skycleaver, which is not that bad. Other than that, I mean, Ella Rosecourt Queen is a pretty good blue red card. I could try getting forcing my way into blue red with that. I don't even hate Ella here. Ella's a strong card, to be sure, and good for the kind of more mid-ranging blue red spells that you're kind of going to get in limited. Hmm. It's really tough. It could easily be like you could end up black red merciless shieldbreaker. That's no problem at all. Um, in the interest of not picking the same kinds of cards every time, let's take this Chronicle of Extinction and see where we end up. Well, here's a Sword of Rage and Tranquility. There's a Deafening Clarion. There's a Bacillo. Also, no like extraordinarily strong cards here. I think Justiciar Overseer is up there as one of the stronger cards in this pack. Deafening Clarion, kind of hard to build a Deafening Clarion deck in this format. I mean, like red white is very much not control colors, and going 3 colors is pretty tricky. I passed the Pocket Watch last pack. That's a thing that goes well with Justiciar. Angler. Angler is kind of an angle into the blue red stuff. Maybe I take Angler here, honestly. I'd say it's a decent card into that. It's not like I'm giving up on much here. I mean, none of these cards I think are like stead like exceptional picks. Maybe I take Discern and the Angler comes back, maybe? Discern is just a generically good card, yeah. Yeah, but no strong signals so far. Definitely wide open for like whatever I get given. There's a Gift of Deadwoods, that's a fine card. There's a Phoenix's Touch, that's got a lot of synergy. There's Cursory Glance. Cursory Glance is a strong card. No doubt about that. Advance of the Sainted March is okay. Huh. Let Them Eat Cake obviously is strong. Maybe white. Once again, I have two. No, the first deck wasn't white. I could go into more of a straightforward mono white aggro. Advance of the Sainted March is a strong card of a lot of good synergies. I'll take. I'll try Cursory Glance here. This is already not starting out great. Okay, here's Voice of Utopia. Once again, just like nothing that's exceptional. I'll take Silver Arm Spellblade. Okay, maybe I can carve out a niche in blue and then figure out what my second color is later. Spellblade's a good card. Sorry for the sniffling. In this pack, there's a Terminal Impact. It's a great card. There's a Misty Peak. Tobias Maxwell. I do have a creature. Tobias Maxwell's a very strong card if you're a blue-based creature deck. And there's also Cityscape Dragon, which, Cityscape Dragon is pretty good. Maybe I start leaning into like a blue-red, maybe spells, maybe just blue-red tempo sing. Should I take Cityscape Dragon or Terminal Impact or Misty Peak, to be honest? Um, All of those are kind of relevant cards here. I guess I do really respect Cityscape a lot. But let's. Yeah, I don't know if I want to buy this. Let's take the Misty Peak. Honestly, maybe the Misty Peak. Let's take the Terminal. That's the least replaceable. I'm not sure what's here. Okay, there's Okay, now. Well, I'm glad I move into red because blue's dried up. There's Eviviva here. Obviously doesn't go with any of the cards I have so far, but it's a very strong card, and like heavy red's this thing. Eviviva might come back. Wait, how many cards get left after the pack? Two cards come back. All of probably gonna be Subasa Shigane and Half Heart's Claim. But if Eviviva comes back, I could end up there. Wildfang Cavalier's a good card. Blacksmith is just generically interesting. I'll take Talented Blacksmith. Okay, well, see now the blue's kind of there's Lantern Light Assailant, I guess. That's a good blue-red spells thing. Do I take that? I think I'm not that into. I'm not going to miss Strong Arm Gambler that much, and Lantern Light Assailant is like a thing I could definitely be into. Yeah, we're going down a weird road here. Okay, there's a Cascade Channeler and a Frostfire Geyser. Okay, Frostfire is more important than Cascade Channeler to this kind of deck. Lantern Light Assailant I like because it surveils. This is not the kind of deck that's going to cast 3 spells in a turn. Frostfire, though, very good pickup. And June Twin Master is such a powerful card, it's just like not supported at all. Okay. Notably, Ella, Rose Court Queen, did not come back out of that pack, which means I suspect the Angler is not going to come back out of the next pack. Which is unfortunate. It's possible I should have taken the blue, red, gold cards a little earlier just to stake out a lane, but I really don't like taking gold cards early. And, my red cards aren't that essential. Even my blue cards aren't that essential. So yeah, could end up being into the blue red spell sync if that comes back. Could end up just being kind of a tempo deck if that comes back. Could be heavy red if Eviviva comes back. All of those definitely possible. Oh, Angler does come back. Okay, well, now we have a direction. Sword of Rage Tranquility is a strong card, by the way. But yeah, I'll take an Angler. And suddenly we're looking at, 3 good spells. Chronicle's maybe not in right now. Just a good kind of mid-range card in Silver Arm Spellblade. Lantern Assailant's going to take advantage of these spells pretty well. Angler's a good card. Ooh, Angler Terminal Impact. That's a combo. You can chant Angler onto Terminal Impact, and because you spent mana on the chant, it actually doesn't even cost you anything. It's like if you Terminal Impact X equals 1, pay 2 mana for Terminal, 1 mana for the chant, it actually does 3 damage because you spent 3 mana on it. That's like one of the weird chant interactions. Okay, so Ella didn't come back, but Angler did, which is a little weird because I think Angler's stronger. Hmm. This is definitely not becoming a catch constable deck. I'll take Windbeaten Stones. That could become something. What am I looking to come back? I'm probably not on Eviviva at this point. There was that. This pack has the next pack of Tobias, right? Uh, Siflier. What do I have that works with Siflier? Alternate or additional costs. Flashback counts. I believe Chant is an additional cost. I don't think this is turning into a Momentous Charge deck. I'll take Siflier. I don't think currently I'm on Siflier, but if I find the things. Okay, Tobias came back, and I would play Tobias. I think it's quite strong, but, Misty Peak's extremely important. Can't pass that up. Okay, Blue-Red, if Misty Peak wheeled, Blue-Red seems actually open. At least that's the hope. Baptizing with Brilliance is at least a sorcery, so could do something. Oracle of Zakros? Don't really have the support for this. But if I end up kind of just as a generic, not less spells themed and more just kind of blue-red tempo themed, okay, I'm definitely in blue. I've strong outs. Okay, well, Cascade Chandler came back. I'm strong outs into red, like 2 good lands, 1 good spell, 1 medium spell. I don't have like the strongest card, but I'm hoping that I'm in an open lane here, and that means my deck can get better over time. I think the blue red spells deck, it exists, it's real, but it's less deep than like just red green beatdown. So I'm gonna need to get paid off with some real proper high quality cards here. Well, what are we looking at? We have Raise Rampage is a very strong card. Cash Thrasher is a good card. Blistering Cryo Phoenix. I do have one flashback card, but like that's a little specific. I'll take a Cash Thrasher. I like that card. Absolutely no objections to a Cash Thrasher. And what's trying to be like an assertive deck makes Silver Arm Spellblade better if I'm being assertive. Um, Unfortunately, cracking this is not an alternate cost for a Sifleer. Yeah, not really what I was looking for out of this pack. It's not even like, oh, if I get out a blue red, oh, there's erase resistance. Honestly, I'm not even that good at enabling erase resistance. I don't hope that wheels. Okay, here's a research grant and a Savvy Smith. Well, if this deck exists, Savvy Smith is gonna be the key, right? I am on what, one, two, three, only three actual instants and sorceries right now, so picking up new ones is important. There's none in this pack other than Gleaming Laser, which is gonna be a problem for me. Savvy Smith. Okay, now I just really need. Here's Truth Cleaver. We're really just not. We're getting blue red tempo. Maybe it's possible that we just like cut a lot of the spells matter stuff and just end up blue red kind of tempo, which I don't hate. Storm Spirit Cataphosis is a strong card, but does not have targets. Agent of Deception is a strong card. Honestly, I think I might like Agent of Deception. Like, how am I on instants? Sifleer has Flash. Cursory Glance is an instant. Discern's an instant. Agent of Deception is a really strong card, and I have one mono blue cards. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, 9 creatures is kind of approaching the limit of what I'd want in a blue-red spells deck, so somewhat awkward here. There's an Overrule Orders, which is okay. I guess we're ending up pretty heavy blue. We have decent mana. Like, Brutality is good, but obviously I don't think I had a great route into Brutality. Vibrant Vengeance is an excellent card. Maybe I could have stuck it out and ended up reaping the Vibrant Vengeance rewards. Maybe. I'll run Visionary Strong. Henry's okay. I'll take this Overrule Orders. Let me see. I forget how many sources I need for this. I guess I don't need Overlords on turn 2 every game, so it's fine if I don't have like quite enough to have this on turn 2 consistently, but I still need a lot more fixing if I'm going to play that. Okay, here's Sonam the Hunted, and here's Ancestral Secrets and Unravel Socks. Sonam the Hunted, oh boy. See, and now there's Prince of the Pride. I should have just been white-red aggro all along. Look, it's always open. Uh, yeah. Whoops. I think this might be an Ancestral Secrets angle. Like, really minimize the red. Like, you don't have to play Talented Blacksmith. Pick up some more fixing. It's a strong card. I do need more instant and sorceries. Maybe it wheels, and in that case, I could say that it's better to pick Unravel slots. Unravel slots is only okay. I'm gonna take this Ancestral Secrets. And like maybe on this heavy blue thing. Evaviva did not come back, notably. And like my red cards are okay. Savvy Smith is quite good, but like not essential. There's a Temple of Origins here. Unshackle the Deceiver. Never read this card before. It looks actually not bad. I do kind of want this Temple of... I do think... I guess if I'm going to like a blue-red tempo thing, this is a good... you need creatures and sorceries. I guess the trouble is I need instant and sorceries that I cast on my turn, which is just Discern, right? Ancestral Secrets maybe, but the other things are a lot of counter spells and removals and not as good. Copying, Terminal Impact doesn't do much. I think I just take the Temple of Origins. Like if I'm trying to support these double blue and triple blue cards and maybe also play Savvy Smith, I am going to need a lot of sources. Here's Covetous Frostworm. Okay, Eavesdrop obviously the card I'm very interested in, but Covetous Frostworm is a very good instant sorcery payoff. Which at this point we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. If I can get up to like 9 or 10 of those, I think I'll be pretty happy. It's possible like this Cascade Chandler honestly is not really doing much for me. Cash Thrasher is not essential. Sifleer doesn't do much right now. This is where I'm looking at cards I'm like confident I want in this deck. It's a good start. Yeah, here's a Race for Resistance. Also Blistering Cryo Phoenix, but I don't Honestly, I don't think Glittering Graphics does much for me, and I need the instants and sorceries. Just take this. Okay, I'm definitely not in the market to support Gleaming Laser right now. Research Grant, I could. It's another non-instant sorcery, which is unfortunate for all my stuff that cares specifically on instants and sorceries, which I have a lot of. But it's a fine card. I don't think this is a Moonlit Meditation deck for sure. I don't think I'm going to get them on for Gleaming Laser. I'll take Research Grant, but maybe not play it. Truth Cleaver comes back. Probably not playing that either, but fine. Don't want to play against Henry, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, Unravel Thoughts comes back. Happy to pick that up. Yeah, if I pick up more spells I want to cast on my turn, this Cascade Chandler could get back in. Research Grant can be cut for now. Just looking at my core cards here. Sure, I'll take out Shackle Deceiver if it comes back. And I think I might try to make this thing work. I need a few more cheap creatures if I want this to be a thing. Okay, this is an interesting kind of build. I certainly haven't drafted a deck like this before. But this is looking like a good layout in general. Looking for some more lands to support this Savvy Smith and maybe some other stuff out of the sideboard. Looking for just good cheap spells. Looking for I think I have most of the okay, well, okay, I'm in the right colors for sure if Cryo Phoenix is coming back. Good with Discern. I don't have any other flashback cards. Okay. Well, here's Water Glass Duelist. So I can have literally all of these in Sorcery Chaos, I think. Igneous Visions. I'm a low curve enough deck that I think I would like Igneous Visions, but it's kind of a double red card. This is not a Shrine to Keranos deck. Could be a second. I like Water Glass Duelist. Sure, that can be my last of those creatures. Here's Impressive Skyline, which is pretty clearly what I'm looking for here. Okay. I mean, I don't know if this deck is if blue-red spells, like heavy blue-red spells is that good, but if it is good, this is a good version of it. Okay, let me get back in all the maybes. How are we looking up the maybes? If the maybes were, let's get more. Okay, this is 23. So from here on, we can start making cuts. Firebolt. Yeah, it's gotta be a Sprite Dragon is great, but I think it's gonna wheel. And honestly, I think Firebolts might be more important. I actually don't have much removal. I think I am gonna end up playing the red. Ambusher, I wouldn't mind. Frog, Preemption Demon are also good. Sprite Dragon, Elemental. Honestly, I'm interested in a lot of these cards. Could it be Sprite Dragon? Firebolt's important. Firebolt, I feel like, is important. Just cheap spells are really part of what I need for this deck to work. So I think I'm going to take Firebolt. Let's me cut a card. I think it's going to be this Talented Blacksmith. I think it's probably not important. Definitely can't play a double red card. Ragtag Squad? Maybe. Ragtag Squad serves an important purpose of being an instant or sorcery, but also working towards stuff like Unshackle the Deceiver and being like a creature. Yeah. Sure. I'll get out this I think I can cut this Sifleer is not important, and I'll get in this Ragtag Squad for now. This Oracle of Zakros probably also gets cut pretty soon. Yeah, what's on the chopping block? Oracle's on the chopping block. Cryo Phoenix on the chopping block. Cash Thrasher could go. Truth Cleaver could go. Research Grant could go. Cascade Chandler could go. So these 6 are on the chopping block. St. Arthur's has Prowess, but I don't think that's enough for me to actually want it. Yeah, and now Unshackle Deceiver, I have some things I want to copy. I'd love to copy a Firebolt. Discern is a good copy. Copy an Erase for Existence. Copy even an Unravel Thoughts could do something. Opt? Grasp at Frail Dreams and Opt. I think it's more important than Lichbane Arsonist, as much as that's a good card for me. Opt really, part of the problem of Research Grant is draw a card. I don't actually have a ton of ways to draw cards. There's just Savvy Smith, Discern, Unshackle, I guess. Graph Field Dreams is a very good card. Um, Gives me late game value, which I don't currently have a great outlet for. Opt's really important, though, for making all of these synergies work, just having the cheap version. My instinct says this is more of an Opt deck than a Grasp at Frail Dreams deck. Just put stuff in graveyard. Also, like, the curve-wise, I got a lot of twos. Getting something to do on one is really nice. I'll fix the Opt. It may even wheel. Oh, look, Wild Bear's still here. Don't know why that's happening. um, Probably this is not an Oracle of Zakros angle. Still looking for more lands. This is still like a little sketchy on the land front for Ancestral Secrets plus Firebolt. Not that I need turn one Firebolt necessarily. Kind of a brick this pack. There's Hiroshi's a strong card. Final Fate obviously very strong. There's some lands in this pack. I guess it's Calamity Smith as a potential sideboard card, but I'm trying not to play that. Rousing Path. Before I even see the rest of the pack, yep, it's Rousing Path. So Cityscape is not inconceivable here, considering that like I would like to get double blue a lot of the time. I think it's just Rousing Path first. Great pickup. This deck looks sweet, if nothing else. I don't know how strong it is. It really depends, like, I guess it doesn't have a great way of getting late game value that doesn't rely on creatures. So it might be have some trouble into certain control decks. Research Grant could help with that, but how many ways do I have to draw a second card for Research Grant? 1, 2 now. 3-ish. 4, 5, 6. Okay, some ways. Okay, this is the wheel. I think it's cognitive motion here. Yeah, I think it is. This is yeah. Trying to cognitive motion just keeps the cards coming. I want one big card draw spell, and this can be my one big card draw spell. Is this a cursor? Is this a Cascade Chandler deck? I don't think it is. The thing is, a lot of my stuff is instants I want to cast on my opponent's turn. Yeah, I'm gonna Cascade Chandler. Here's Chorus of One. I'm not playing any other cards, but I don't think I want Chorus of One either. I am attracted to Research Grant as like a late game value option. I do want to get that Cascade. I do have a lot of 2 mana counters, and going 1 mana creature into 2 mana counter is a very nice curve. Um, I mean, I think I certainly found an open lane. And just the question is, even if this lane is open, how good is it? It looks fun. I can tell you that much. Okay, Sprite Dragon comes back. That's definitely the card I wanted of this pack. That can replace Truth Cleaver. I think this is still a 17 lander. It's a low curve, does have a decent amount of card draw. It could be a 16 lander. It's not impossible. Don't think Draconis Magistus is playable. Ghastly Spirit's a very strong card, but I certainly can't play it here. And I didn't no. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any more lands. It's like putting things back in their piles. Maybe this is 23, so 17 lands. Okay, no one's in black white. Looks like. Uh, I'm missing. I'm missing one blue red land. I'm missing the dormant land. That's the one I'm missing. I guess it was just not open because it's a 7-person draft. Uh, I could put in one more card and play 16 lands here. So this is currently um okay. Let me see. I'm gonna check a thing. I don't know if does this work? Yes, this does work. You can see the computing titan. Let's just look check. I don't have right. I don't have the yada yada. Okay, I want to cast an MMM card for a 40 card deck. 16 sources, maximum one mounting. Oof. And for the double blue card, I need 14 sources, so I can cast Overrule Orders. This deck is not consistent at Ancestral Secrets, but is it consistent for like okay, basically Ancestral Secrets I can cast it on turn 4 consistently, and that's fine, I think. This is 8 red sources, and 8 red sources means I'm gonna have red on turn 3 reliably by the Karsten numbers. So not gonna be able to turn 2 Sprite Dragon reliably, but I think yeah, okay, this is the right number. I could make my mana slightly worse and get in another card of some kind. None of these cards in my sideboard are really inspiring me. This deck does have could easily flood out, is the problem. There's a lot of card draw and a very low curve. Um, I think I'm fine running it like this. I have some mana sinks hiding in here. Research Grant kind of counts. Cash Thrasher counts. Discern, Firebolt count. Terminal Impact can be big. Sally Smith can get rid of more lands. Waterglass Duelist can activate. I can loot away cards I don't want with an extra lands to Silver Arm. Yeah. Okay. This is a cool deck. Um, a cool deck. I'm gonna think a little on which one of these three I want to register. It might be this one. This one just looks cool as heck. I don't know if it's good, but it's like it's got all the fixes. Like, what's my instant sorcery count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11? 11 instants and sorceries? I have 0 in my sideboard, right? Like, there's none I could bring in. No. I took every single one I saw. I guess Eavesdrop went by at some point, but I think I took something important over it. Cryo Phoenix also can get rid of excess lands. Yeah. Okay. This is a cool draft. I did not expect to end up here. Um, Still, like, who took that Ella pack one? I guess is the big question. Like 5 mana blue red gold card from BLR pack one. Someone took that. I don't know who. I don't know. Presumably not playing because no one else was in blue red. Clearly. Ragtag Squad's not great, but it just like I need it to make all my stuff work. Yeah, cool deck. Maybe I'll run it. This is the last time I'll be able to draft this version of the cube. So one of the 3 decks you've seen me draft is going to be what I'm bringing to the tournament starting soon. Good night.